Welcome to the Bad Broadcast. I'm your host, Maddie. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to a new episode of the Bad Broadcast. I am joined again by Brooke Welsh, who I did call Brooke Walsh for 2 years, literally 2 years. Brooke Welsh, who is my NP, but give us your background. I always have you, I had you do this last time because I feel like you have an extensive background and I never hit everything when I talk about you. So tell us what you've done in your life and where you are now.
Oh, well, what I've done in my life.
Yeah, start from the very beginning.
The very beginning. So I was an L&D nurse for 8 years and then went back and got my master's and I'm a women's health nurse practitioner.
Yeah.
I went to the U. Yeah.
That's where I delivered. I'm sure I said that last time, but that's where I delivered Coco.
Awesome place.
Here, hold it can you hold it right like there?
Like on my mouth.
Yes, that's perfect. Hold it on your mouth.
Just lick it.
Just if you could be gently caressing it with your lips, that'd be great.
I feel like it. I'm like, it's so big.
I know. And I always forget that like there are people who don't use microphones in their job.
Like ever.
Because I'm like, yeah, it's fine. Just like hold it up. And then I'm like, oh,
that's me. I'm like,
the last time you did this was probably when you were on the pod last time.
8. Yeah. Right.
Okay. So you did L&D.
So I did L&D and then I went back and got my master's and I'm a nurse practitioner. I worked 5 years in infertility, went over and 2 different clinics and then a clinic, actually 3 different clinics. So 2 clinics here in Utah and 1 down in Texas.
Gotcha.
And then moved over to family medicine for a couple of years and then OBGYN for 4 years.
Love.
And then now we're just doing this wellness center for the last almost 4 years now.
And you, I know you work with everybody because a big question that I got was like, can I send my husband to you? You do work with men, but primarily do you work with women?
Do you know what? It's probably about 70-30.
Oh, okay. So you do work with quite a few men.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So last time when you were on, we just kind of like went over like the basics of what you do. How I've worked with you has been like, you do a lot of blood work for me. So like before I was pregnant and then when I was newly postpartum, you did blood work. You kind of arrange my like supplements, get me on track for things like when I'm like, have brain fog, fatigue, weight gain, all of that with hormonal health. And I feel like, is it safe to say that hormonal health is like your main focus?
That's kind of how it started.
Like,
it's
and
morphed.
Things got weird.
Yeah. We do a lot. I do a lot with thyroid. I do a lot with thyroid and I do a ton with gut health.
Yeah.
So, and then like peptides and weight loss, we do a lot with weight loss. They all kind of just intertwine.
Okay, let's right up top because I got a lot of questions about GLP-1s.
Okay.
And you love them.
I do.
When
they're used the right way.
Yes. And to you, what is the right way?
By someone who's been trained in them.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
We have this weird situation here in the United States, but it's really bad in Utah where anybody can prescribe. So we do. Right. And it's for the sake of a buck, which means we get a lot of medications that are done really wrong. Mm-hmm. GLP-1s is probably a big one right now.
Really? What are some other medications that come to mind that are like being done totally wrong?
Hormones. Hormones are huge, actually.
Like people subscribing like Synthroid or what?
No, like your friendly neighborhood plastic surgeon is trying to give women estrogen or progesterone or testosterone. And,
I see.
And we have these protocols where it's just like, everybody gets this, and it's just not how the body works.
Yeah. But so continue about GLP-1s.
So with GLP-1s, for me, it's somebody who's been trained in them and then monitors them very closely.
Gotcha.
And on the right person for the right reasons. I also don't like using them long term.
Right.
Unless you're diabetic.
Right. And as far as like the right reasons, is weight loss top of that list? Or are there a handful of other reasons why somebody would get on them?
I use them for a lot of reasons. Weight loss is probably the top of the list. Inflammation is another one. So we'll use it for a lot of autoimmune disease right now.
Interesting.
The thing that it's actually, its main purpose is bringing your blood sugar down.
Yeah.
So like your pre-diabetics, like these are phenomenal medications.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But what's long-term for you? Like how long would be too long to be on them?
There's some data specifically on tirzepatide saying that after a year, your body doesn't keep using it very well.
Really? Unless you're diabetic, or same with diabetics as well.
Yeah. So it's kind of like GLP-1s are hormones that you make in your body.
Yeah.
Right. Naturally. So you kind of have to think about it like with any other supplement, like you're filling up the bucket. Right.
Until it kind of gets going.
Right.
Yeah.
So once my bucket of GLP-1s totally filled up, then in
There's no
theory,
use.
yeah, you shouldn't have to keep using it.
I gotcha. You kind of did the same thing with me with my testosterone. I remember when I was postpartum, you were like, let's get you on a cream. There's a lot of questions about testosterone, especially for women, but like get on a cream and then hopefully it kind of kick starts it, right?
Right.
Like essentially. Okay. So yeah, people were familiar with you because they listened to your episode last time. I think a lot of listeners have called you and you've started seeing them and you're like now saving the lives of Utah County women everywhere. But you do virtual as well?
Yeah.
Okay. So people were asking about that, but let's get into some of these questions. Okay. One that came up a lot, postpartum hair loss. Is it avoidable?
Not necessarily. Typically, when you're pregnant, you stop shedding hair. So you're going to have a little bit where those follicles basically kind of reacclimate.
Gotcha.
And kick back into normal cycles.
Okay.
So, but you shouldn't be having it, 6, 9, 12 months.
Okay.
Out.
Would you usually attribute that to a thyroid problem if you are losing a lot of hair?
Typically.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Thyroid, or you're not using your hormones the right way.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Good to know. I feel like it was shocking to lose hair postpartum. It's like the cruelest joke. It's like you go through postpartum. One of my friends made the joke that labor and then postpartum is like you run a marathon and then your reward is that you get another marathon. And then it's like the special treat is that 4 months later, all your hair falls out. It's like, are you kidding me?
You're like running a second marathon where you're all bandaged up. Yeah. Dude, that's the problem.
Yes. You're bleeding from everywhere. Yes. You haven't slept. Your boobs hurt and you have to take care of another person. Yeah. And then your hair falls out.
Yeah. And everybody's like, why don't you look stunning?
Yeah. Everyone's like, do you want to come over for Sunday dinner? I'm like, I'm about to die. If I make it to noon, it will be a wild success.
Right. And I don't murder you on the way.
Literally. And I don't, obliterate my family and leave my husband. Somebody did ask that. They were like, I want to divorce my husband every single time I have my period. And we've talked about this and my situation, my periods got worse postpartum. Normal, not normal?
That is normal. Mm-hmm.
Why? Just because my uterus is like used up now?
Well,
it's not as fresh as it once was?
It's stretched out.
Oh, there's just more in there.
Right.
Ew.
Yeah. So then you get more blood flow to a bigger uterus, right? So the uterus, when you're looking at like, if you were to dissect a person who hadn't had a baby, the uterus is pretty small.
How big?
Right? Usually about 6 to 7 centimeters.
What?
And then
my uterus? Hold on.
Sorry. 6 to 7 inches. That's my fault.
Okay, but still, that's that big.
Yeah, it's about the size of your fist. Yeah.
Damn.
And then it stretches.
And my kid was huge.
Right? Yeah. So it doesn't go all the way back down.
It's not this small anymore.
Right. Same with your vag.
The vag is never the same. It's never the same. Okay, so
kind of is after the first one, but then it's number 3 that nobody tells you about. So
it's the silent killer is number 3.
That is the one that kind of does you in. Like your body's like, screw this. I'm not.
That's
when
you gotta
keep doing this.
That's when you gotta start chopping parts off, start reconstructing.
Yes,
okay, so
exactly.
So when people come to you, I'll just go over how it was for me. I came to you. I went to a lab here in where I live. You sent in a lab order. They sent you my blood, and then you called me. Is what you did with me like typical? What you do with people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to say that this is what people could expect. If you're like, I don't actually do that for anyone.
We do labs now before you come in, and then we sit down and just kind of go through every single
everything.
And for me, it's kind of a whole body approach. There are a lot of places that they're like, I just do hormones. That's it. Go see somebody else to do your thyroid, but I'm like, those are hormones.
That's a big one.
Right.
So
doesn't make any sense.
So you send me to get my blood work and then we go over it and you kind of fine tune how we're going to get everything to a better place. So you go over like my gut, my A1C.
Yep.
Is that my blood sugar?
Yep. Blood
Okay.
sugar. Yep.
And then we talked about like my thyroid. Obviously, everybody's results are different, but I do think it's interesting because in this day and age, like we're all self-diagnosing all the time. Like I can't believe before I saw you, I was like, oh, I saw this TikTok and my cortisol's high and my testosterone's low and I have this issue, and I have ADHD and I like we're all self-diagnosing. So it's hard to know like exactly what it is. And I feel like as women, everyone's got I feel like everyone's got a little fatigue, probably more than they would like.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, it's my cortisol. Oh, it's this. So I just am reiterating how helpful it is to have somebody look at your blood and tell you exactly what you need. And this question came in, how do you know if a supplement brand is legit? Because that's the other thing. I see so many supplements that I'm like, wait, maybe that one's good. Maybe that one's good.
I know.
But they've got all the bells and whistles. And I'm like, maybe we just need like the boring ones.
Right. Well, that's really kind of a hard one because there's no regulation.
Yeah.
Right. Like when you come up with a supplement, even the ones that are like FDA, you know, like approved or whatever, there are some certifications that they'll claim, right? It's pretty much like my initial supplement went there to the company, they tested it, proved it, and now that I'm mass producing it, I don't have to prove it anymore. Does that make sense?
Scary.
It is a little bit scary.
That feels spooky that they can just kind of throw whatever in there.
Right. Yeah. So there are some brands that I'll stick to that I usually, it sounds really weird, but I'm kind of like the first guinea pig.
You're like, I'm the test subject of these?
Yes. Me or my husband.
Yeah.
Usually this is where we go because I'm like, I
Interesting.
want to know how it feels, how long it's going to take to feel. So I'll stick with a few supplements, like supplement brands that I've used myself.
Oh, interesting. Okay. And you'll like, have you ever taken any bad ones that like did something weird?
No, usually it's more just like it doesn't work.
Oh, okay. Like you're just not feeling the effects for it.
Right.
How often do you do your own blood work? Because if I were you, unfortunately, I love a metric on my body.
I do too.
I need to know everything. I was like wearing a glucose monitor for like a couple weeks and somebody came up to me. They were like, I didn't know you're diabetic. I'm like, I'm literally not. I just like to know what's happening in there. I just want to know.
Yeah.
So I feel like I would be doing my own blood work all the time. Do you do that?
I check my thyroid a lot.
Oh, interesting. Okay. How's it going?
So my youngest is 10 and I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's.
Oh, I remember this. Yeah.
So that one I keep close tabs on.
Which is hyperthyroidism or hypo?
You kind of go back and forth.
Oh, really? Right. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So it's essentially an autoimmune condition where the body makes antibodies. The antibodies attack the thyroid tissue.
That's great.
Then that changes how the thyroid works. Right?
Have I told you the story of my mom getting kicked in the throat when she was changing my brother's diaper?
By him?
Yeah. She had to get her thyroid removed.
Seriously?
My mom doesn't have one.
Stop.
Yeah. So I've been telling her to come see you. I mean,
Are you kidding?
No.
That's intense.
She's been on a synthetic thyroid her whole life.
Okay, so there's the thing that is a little bit different.
Yeah.
Right? So I really like, from a hormone perspective, I like bioidenticals.
Okay.
The molecular structure on a bioidentical hormone is similar to what the body makes. It's way easier to process, lower risk.
Gotcha.
No side effects. Right,
how would you explain a bioidentical to someone like me? Like, is that
do you remember molecules from high school?
Are you talking about a medication that's a bioidentical?
No, like a hormone, like estrogen, progesterone,
okay,
testosterone.
but they can get that. They can make it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's typically made in a lab, comes out of a plant or an animal or something like
Gotcha.
that.
Okay,
right?
I gotcha.
So they're trying to get what's closest to our own natural molecule structure.
I see.
Which are like all the different ions, hydrogen, oxygen, all those things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thyroid's the only caveat that I have there.
Really?
And the reason for that is it feels like, I mean, anecdotally, what I've seen in clinic over the last 4+ years, right? I did thyroid a ton through GYN and like everywhere else, right? But
does thyroid stuff affect women more than men?
Not so much anymore.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if this was
it used
primary.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not so much anymore.
Yeah.
But my 20s and 30-year-olds their thyroids are way crappier.
Weird.
Than mine.
Weird. Weird.
Sorry for you all. Yeah.
It's fine.
But from a bioidentical standpoint, like everybody's body absorbs and uses something different.
Yeah.
So I'll get some patients where it's like, we've got to swap them over to a more natural, like a desiccated thyroid.
Gotcha.
Right?
Okay.
And then they do horrible.
Yeah.
And they go back on a synthetic. Right?
What's kind of a telltale sign? I know there's probably not one, but what's like the most common thing you see with somebody who needs help with their thyroid?
That's kind of a hard one because thyroid and hormones, they very much interchange.
Why are they different? I thought that they were the same. I thought that the thyroid.
Well, the thyroid makes hormones.
Oh, okay.
Right?
The thyroid is a gland, correct?
Yes,
okay.
It's a gland and it makes its own hormones.
I see. Okay.
So, but like when I refer to hormones, I'm mostly talking like estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, those kind of things, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, ask that question again.
No, you're fine. I was saying, what's like a telltale sign that somebody's thyroid needs some adjusting?
I mean, chronic fatigue is probably the biggest one.
Okay, yeah.
Circulation issues.
How do you know if you're fatigued or you just have a small child?
There's a lot of, we gaslight a ton.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so we're like, oh, we have a new baby. You're 27.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. My new baby is 18
You're
months.
saying we gaslight, as in women, we gaslight ourselves.
We gaslight ourselves, but we are gaslit a ton, right? So medical professionals, I mean, it's how we were taught. So I can be full disclosure on that. It's like, okay, well, there's a lot of outside factors that can make you tired, correct?
Yeah.
As long as I rule out all the other medical causes, then great.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
Right? Fatigue is probably one of the big ones. Hair, skin, and nail issues is another one. Right?
Interesting. So hair loss or nail breaking or things like that. Okay.
Or like rashes.
Oh, interesting.
Itchy skin, rashes, and then dry, like super dry eyes, super dry mouth.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know any of those. Yeah. Thyroid comes up a lot. I feel like whenever we do questions about this. Okay. Good question here. I had the same one. How long should women wait after they've had a baby to take a look at their hormones? And should they wait till they're done breastfeeding?
The answer from American College of Obstetrics and Gynecology is yes, wait 18 months.
Okay.
My answer on that is
no.
Hell no.
Really?
No. Yeah, absolutely.
Just get in there.
I usually say about 6 weeks.
Okay. Wow.
Breastfeeding or not.
Really? So but people's treatment plans would probably change post breastfeeding, right?
Correct.
Okay. So you would you wouldn't put them on anything that, like, for example, I still lactate, as we went over, and you put me on something to help like lower prolactin, which you obviously wouldn't do if somebody was breastfeeding.
Correct.
Okay. And so then they just would come back after breastfeeding and you would redo it.
Yeah.
Or just
or we go a different treatment route. Right.
Gotcha.
Like,
okay.
So if you're breastfeeding, you can still you can't take estrogen. It will decrease your milk supply.
Really?
Yeah.
Weird.
Well, then the brain gets tricked into thinking, because estrogen typically comes out of your ovaries.
Okay.
So when you make an egg, that's when you make estrogen.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
So then your brain thinks, oh, well, we've made an egg. We're going to stop with the breastfeeding thing and we're going to make another baby. Does that make sense?
And that's how people are getting pregnant on, I mean, not that they're on estrogen, but that's just what their brain is doing when they get pregnant.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
I know so many people who thought, oh, I can't get pregnant because I'm breastfeeding, but they do. Like a lot of women do.
You can still ovulate.
I know. I hear that and I'm like, that doesn't seem right because you're having a period. I mean, I didn't breastfeed for long, so I didn't really get the whole thing, but I mean, like my breastfeeding friends all have periods.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why would you not be getting pregnant? I don't know. I guess there's probably more answers to that. Okay. How long after getting how long after getting off birth control can I get pregnant? Which I know is like, there's not an answer to that, but what to expect of your body after you get on birth control? How do you feel about birth control?
Birth control, I'm kind of mixed feelings. I've written tens of thousands of prescriptions with it.
Yeah.
If I can avoid it, I do.
I just totally speaking for myself. I got on birth control, like the pill birth control. I mean, I was probably 24. I was such a baby and also a monster.
Oh yeah.
A monster. I mean, now that I have worse periods now, I think I probably have some PMDD, but like looking back, I'm like, that's how I felt. Like, I was like, I'm evil. Like, I really did not feel like myself. And yeah, I don't know. And maybe I'm just telling myself stories, but it's like, it feels like everybody was just kind of thrown on birth control when we were like 15. Like they're like, oh, you've got bad periods, put them on birth control. And now, we're 30, infertility stuff is going on. I'm like, I don't want to be like a conspiracy theorist and be like, oh, well, that happened because of this. But it's like, it doesn't seem right to put 14, 15, 16-year-old girls on hormonal birth control.
Yeah, 100% agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So like that young is a no.
Right.
I mean, there's maybe
If
circumstances
they're
that
sexually active, then yes, I'll put them on birth control.
really, okay.
Yeah, because I mean, no 15-year-old, 18-year-old boy is going to be really super consistent with condom use.
Yeah, we
Right. So
we can't be leaving the future in their hands. We should, but we can't.
yeah.
Are we ever
No.
going to get male birth control?
I really hope so.
Like, come
I
on.
know.
Speaking of all the things we have to go through, how about that?
There's your $1 million idea.
For real, there's my retirement plan. For real.
No kidding. That would,
So speaking of PMDD, we talked about this because, yeah, I had called you because I was like, I am not well, like really disoriented, like, yeah, really, really depressed. Like those first, not even like starting my period. Honestly, when I would start my period, I was so relieved because I'm like, okay, I'm not insane.
yeah.
But like the 3 days leading up to my period, I was like not well. So
Yeah.
you told me to try something interesting, which is Pepsid, the heartburn medication. And I posted about it and people were like, how are those things even connected? How would Pepsid help your mood?
Okay, so from a mood perspective, right, you
Yes.
kind of have to know where that's coming from at the very start, right? So most of our serotonin, like 90% of our serotonin is made in your gut wall.
That's weird.
Yeah. But
And you know what? I have a question. How did we figure all this shit out? Literally. How do they know that? Are we going to, in 200 years, they're going to be like, these idiots?
Well, I mean, like full disclosure, and I think we're doing a lot of testing on animals.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it is what it is.
So I know, but so yeah, basically that's kind of where they're figuring that out. They're
Yeah.
dissecting like different parts of the gut,
Yeah.
right, in different animals.
Yeah.
And it's like we can see these different cells. that are
Okay,
in
so
there,
they're
if that
they're
makes
like
sense.
doing cell testing
Yeah.
on certain tissues in the body, and that's
Yeah.
how we learn.
Yeah.
What if I guess they've probably done human studies, I would assume.
I would assume they have too.
I would assume they've gotten
I am 100% sure that they have, but I also don't. So I'm like, this is where when you die, you get to decide what happens with your body, right? If
somebody
you
can
wanna
take my body. I don't
donate
care.
it to science, they're going to donate it to science.
Sure. I don't care. That's
Yeah.
like people who like don't want to be organ donors. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like, take it. I don't need it. I don't want, if I could save a life or an eyeball, sure, just take it. Anyway,
That's my opinion too, but
Yeah, but-
everybody's got their own
their own things. Yeah.
thing on it. Yeah.
Okay, so that's how we know. So your serotonin is made in your gut.
Yes. Yeah. So and then you have to keep in mind your immune system also initiates in your gut,
Okay,
right?
interesting.
So, and that's where like your biggest white blood cell that you're producing are what are called eosinophils. These
Okay.
are your histamine response, right?
Okay.
So everybody knows that as allergies,
Yes.
right? But when you're over responding on a histamine, right? Your serotonin is going to bottom out. Does that make sense? Because that's going to be what's almost kind of taken up all the room in the gut,
I see.
right? So you use an antihistamine, suppresses all of those responses,
Yeah,
and then your gut has the ability to produce
your serotonin.
Correct.
What about so I'm so confused how I mean, I'm so confused about so many things.
I know.
But serotonin or SSRIs,
Yeah.
serotonin reuptake. Is
Yep.
that what that is?
Yep, selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors.
Yes.
So those are basically helping you process or kind of cycle your own serotonin.
Okay.
It's not helping you make more.
Gotcha. So it's helping you not deplete your serotonin.
Correct. Or use it the correct way.
I see. Okay. Okay. So yeah, that's a common one. And again, it's just like the theme that we keep talking about is that like you don't actually have to feel as bad as you think. Cause all growing up, it's like, well, it's my period. This is what it is. I just feel bad. I just feel gross. I feel I mean, which obviously some of it is probably unavoidable. Like maybe the bloating, but like the mood stuff, it's like, yeah, this is just how I feel. And then it's
Yeah.
like, oh no, there's actually like a really easy fix. I was taking it like I feel like you got to take it the whole week, your whole luteal phase.
Yeah, the week before.
Yeah.
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 Mhm.
And because I would try to take it like the day before my period and I'd be like, why didn't that work? But
No,
when I was doing a few cycles and I was like, oh, you got to take it the whole week.
right.
You really do feel a difference. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
Yeah. it's
Okay. Let me
kinda
go on to
awesome.
this next one. Oh,
Did we answer the birth control?
no,
one?
we didn't.
Okay.
What to expect? I got really lost in the sauce there. We're lost in the serotonin. How long after getting off birth control? I mean, she says, can I get pregnant? But kind of what to expect getting off of birth control.
When you get off birth control, it just kind of depends on what your cycles were like before you were on birth control. So typically they'll go right back to what they were before.
That would be the hope, right?
Yeah, that's the hope.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can take up to 3 months.
Okay.
If it takes longer than 3 months, there's something not connecting.
Right.
Yeah.
As far as like, I know a lot of people listening are trying to get pregnant, dealing with infertility stuff. Like, I feel like kind of the thing we're told is like, if you haven't, or if you're not pregnant after a year of trying, then come in.
If you're under the age of 35,
Oh,
they'll say
okay.
yes. And if you have regular cycles.
Okay.
I don't think it's a bad idea though, because you can have a monthly cycle. You have a period every month
Yeah.
and not ovulate. You can have a period every month, ovulate, and drop an immature egg.
Right.
So it's not a bad idea to just take like a cycle and do some testing. And
Yeah.
if nothing else, I mean, it just kind of makes people not as anxious about it.
Right. So you think that people should maybe get going a little earlier on it, but not to like freak out if it's taking a year
Correct.
yet
Yeah.
until you've had some more.
Yeah.
Cause I feel like there's a lot of, especially here. I mean, there's a million of us. We're all young moms trying to get pregnant. Like, I'm sure we have a higher population of like fertility stuff because there's so many women here trying to get pregnant. But sometimes I'm like, it feels so dismissive sometimes when it's like, well, don't come back till you've tried for a year.
Sometimes I feel like from a provider standpoint, we're dismissive when we just don't know the answer to something.
Interesting.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
And you see it, you get it with, you think about the different disciplines that we have, right?
Right.
So like primary care, your primary care is awesome. They are taught to know a little bit about everything.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's a lot. So unless they've had like personal experience or really horrible experiences
Yeah.
in clinic, those are usually the things that stick with you. But
Yeah.
then, it's kind of not their bag.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
But like fertility places won't see you unless you've been trying for a year.
yeah, some of them get a little bit, unless you have like medical diagnoses or like
Yeah.
endometriosis, or you're a bad PCOS and I don't have periods that are
Yeah.
regular. I think they're a little bit more open to it in the last like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah. Like
But-
getting people in sooner
Yeah.
if there's something going on, I guess. But
Yeah.
it's not reason for alarm yet if it's
Correct.
taking 9 months to get
Yeah.
pregnant or anything like that, because a
Right.
whole bunch of stuff could be happening.
Right.
Okay.
If you're over 35, we give it 6 months,
Gotcha. Okay. Because
Right.
you're geriatric.
technically. That is the worst term.
Isn't that the most cruel?
It's the worst.
This
term.
episode is going to
Yeah.
be called like the cruel jokes of
What
being
the
a woman.
actual-
Literally. Oh, I'm 35. Somebody
Yeah.
pointed out that you can be, when you're 35, that's when you can officially run for president. And when you're 35 as a woman, that's when you are geriatric.
Yeah, we don't want you having kids anymore.
Yeah. They're like, no, we don't want your crusty ass uterus,
Right.
please.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Your eggs don't get old and really start like really aging until you get into like 37, 38, 39.
Okay. That's when we start losing it.
Right.
What about people like, it's so expensive, but like, should people be freezing their eggs?
If you're over 37, 36,
And you're like, I want kids, but it's not happening for me yet.
yeah, I would.
Freeze them.
100%. And it's actually not as expensive as people think.
How much is it?
Oh gosh, it's been a while since I've worked.
Yeah.
But the last time, it was maybe $4 or $5 grand.
Oh,
And
I
then
thought
you-
it was like 50 grand.
No, and then you pay like a yearly fee to keep them frozen. But once they're frozen indefinitely.
Yeah.
Like, and the freezing process
Can I sell them on the black market?
the answer to that is no.
Wink,
No.
wink,
But
wink.
you could be an egg
I-
donor.
I
right?
actually tried to donate my eggs when I was like 25, and I was like, I had a friend who did it, and I was like, we talked about it for so long, and I was like, yeah, like let's do it. I like kind of was like giving, the idea of like giving a family a chance, and like I'm young and I'm healthy and I'm not planning on having kids soon. Like let's do it.
Yeah.
But I was a recessive carrier of something, so I couldn't do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was a recessive carrier
Shoot.
of like a couple things, and they were like, you're not
Can't
good
do it.
enough.
Yeah, you're
We
not good
don't-
enough.
I was like, I'm
We don't
really
want that.
tall. My dad was an athlete. You want my eggs?
Right?
So they're like, no, we
No.
actually don't. Okay.
Oh, that's sad.
This one I also have wondered, like, can vitamin levels really affect your body that much?
Yes, 100%.
What are the top ones you see that have
vitamin D is the biggest one.
okay,
Yeah,
vitamin D.
vitamin D is huge. Vitamin D is what you call an initiator vitamin. It's what I call an initiator vitamin.
Yeah.
Right. It's starting hundreds of cellular processes in your
Really?
system. And so it's kind of like
Do you ever see people with too much vitamin D?
not often.
It's weird when people are.
Not very often. It takes a lot of vitamin D for a really long period of time to become toxic.
And that's what happens when you have too much vitamin D.
You'll feel like garbage. You'll have bad diarrhea and headaches and things like that.
Gotcha.
But you have to get into. I've seen like maybe seriously in like 17 years, maybe 5.
Really?
Be in toxic levels and have no symptoms.
Weird.
Yeah.
But is that what are some other ones that you see or that you're having people supplement a lot? Vitamin D,
magnesium.
Oh, okay.
Magnesium's huge.
Oh my gosh. The thing Avail posted yesterday of the different types of magnesium was so helpful.
It's not all inclusive for sure.
Right.
But because there are a lot of types. But I mean, magnesium is playing enzymatic roles.
Okay.
Right. So it goes in on an enzyme and makes it active.
Okay.
Right.
Like, what do you mean it goes in on an enzyme?
Well, it goes in at an enzyme.
It aids an enzyme.
Yeah,
okay. So
actually working. So it depends on what you're using it for. There's magnesium for the gut, for the brain, the heart. Right?
Yeah. Should you be taking it with an enzyme or does it find one in your body?
No, it finds one in your body.
Gotcha.
And then
Okay.
it helps it work better.
Gotcha. Okay. Because
I usually will take magnesium with a vitamin D because magnesium will help vitamin D absorb better.
Interesting. Okay.
And then vitamin D with vitamin K.
Oh yeah, with K2D3 or something is what you have me on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like taking magnesium oxide.
Yeah.
Is that the one that makes you shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That, which actually now I'm like, maybe I should get back on that. But then I saw the Avail thing. Literally, I saw the Avail post and I was like, no, I need glycinate because I need to be sleeping deeper.
Well, you can find a good complex that has like 5, 6, 7, 8 in them. You just kind of have to delve a little bit into it.
Here's a question from my own brain. Who do you go to when you're like, I go to you, like, who do you listen? Do you have podcasts that you listen to? Like authors that you like where you're wanting to learn or like somebody, like a trusted voice that you have? Like, do you love Dr.
Huberman? Podcast on my ride down.
What one? Huberman?
No, actually, Tamati, Lisa Tamati.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
She is like this amazing functional medicine gal out of New Zealand.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, I listen to her all the time. Elizabeth Yurth, Jim Lavelle. No kidding. I listen to this shit in the shower.
You're like, this is my hobby.
Because it is my
If
hobby.
anybody ever doubts that you love what you do.
Do you know what though? And I think that for me, like it's like for my patients, right?
Yeah.
But it's more on a personal.
No, that's why I'm saying like I would be taking my blood all the time. Like I feel like I would get into this field and be like, this is for me.
Yeah, I check my thyroid like every 2 months.
Yeah. Okay, I was just curious. I'm like, what do who are you listening to? Do you ever listen to Huberman? Do we trust him?
No, I don't listen to him. He's an amazing scientist.
Yeah. Right? I guess he's a different field. He's a neuro. I think he's a neuro.
Same with what's the guy? Gary Brecka. He's a scientist.
I don't know who that is. Oh wait, I've seen him.
Yeah,
I've seen him.
Joe Rogan.
I feel like he's on everything. I want to look him up to get a face. Gary Brecka.
Yeah, he's like kind of a dirty blonde.
Oh yeah, I've seen this guy everywhere. Oh, he's on like everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a smart guy, but I mean, most of these guys haven't actually seen it used in a person in clinic.
And sorry, I don't want to see a man.
No.
I don't. I really don't. And like, I mean, just for me personally, like I feel the same way about an OBGYN and people will say, I loved my man. And I'm like, I don't doubt that. I'm sure people have loved them. For my vibe, kind of what I've experienced, like my very, very first appointment when I was pregnant with Coco was with a guy. And I was like, I just don't think this is really for me. This is just like a different vibe than I wanted. And so I don't doubt that there are amazing male OBGYNs, but I'm like, it's just not my taste. And just when I'm going for like whole body health, I'm like, I kind of want to talk to somebody who's had a period or a baby or something, or like kind of just knows that I'm not being insane when I say I want to light my house on fire the day before my period.
Or is just detail oriented.
Yes.
And listens.
How about that? How about those qualities?
I'm like, I mean, no offense to men, but historically they're not like super detail oriented.
I wouldn't say that's their strength.
No, they have a lot of strength.
You know what I always tell Gray when he does something wrong or something I don't like, I just say it wouldn't be fair if you were good at everything. You're just
That's cute.
there are things you're just that you're not good at. They're just you have many strengths.
I am and you're not.
But this one I'm great at. Okay, so vitamin levels. Yeah, I feel like they feel so small. Vitamins. It's like take your vitamins. Have you ever found like a whole encapsulating multivitamin that you're like, yes?
No.
Do you like one? Is there one that you like that you can throw in, or do you prefer individuals?
No. I genuinely haven't been able to find one that I'm like, I love this.
Yeah.
It's the dosing for me.
Yeah. Or that it could work for everybody because everyone's so different.
Yeah, everybody's so different, and D is like way underutilized.
Yeah.
Right. So you'll get like 200 IUs in a vitamin D and a multivitamin.
And how many? I mean, I think
most people are on 10,000.
Yeah, you had me. I think I was taking 10,000. Is that the weekly one that I was taking?
No, 50,000 is the weekly one.
Oh my!
10,000 is the one that after you use the weekly one, you change over.
Is the sun even that helpful with vitamin D?
It doesn't seem like it is
because
anymore.
I've been told I'm like low on vitamin D, and then I'm like, oh, that makes sense because I never go outside and I hate the heat, and I'm like a lizard or not a lizard. The opposite. Like I don't want to be in the sun. I'm a vampire, and so I'm like that makes sense. And then I'm like, is the sun really giving me a hefty dose of vitamin D?
I've definitely seen people that are like, transplants from California or Florida,
and they're doing better than us.
Their levels are great.
Yeah.
So I think it just depends on the person and the exposure. But here in Utah, for the most part, we're pretty low.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we're inside.
Do you follow Celia from Svalbard?
No. Who's that?
Have you heard of Svalbard?
No.
It's this island close to the North Pole. So they have 3 months of complete darkness.
What?
Like they live in darkness, and then like they have a normal season, and then 3 months of all daylight. And then anyway, she talks a lot about her vitamin D levels because she's in the dark all the time. Yeah. And she's like, I really don't have any vitamin D that I can get. But that's the main one. So like, and
don't get it then.
Yeah. No, literally. And are any other ones that come to mind? Vitamins that you see?
Vitamin D, magnesium. Oh gosh, I'm trying to think. B vitamin is probably the biggest thing people push, right? And
like B12 shots. I got one at the gym the other day. They were just like, we're giving them away. I was like, okay.
It's kind of weird.
Is that weird?
That's kind of weird.
Like 2 months ago.
Show me the bottle.
No, literally. I was like,
injecting.
yeah, pop it in. And then I was like, I don't know if I should be doing a shot in the locker room. Like, it was weird.
So random.
But people swear by them, and they're like, oh, they give me energy and this and that and the other.
If you use them right, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you like the infusions that that are really trendy now, like going and getting a bag of fluids and with
if
some
you're
stuff?
Sick, or you need to recover from something, absolutely. Yeah.
I did it. I don't know if it was food poisoning or the flu. This was probably like 3 months ago. I was just like, had not eaten in like days, and I went and got one, and I was like, I do feel better, but is this all in my head? But it seemed to be effective. Yeah. I mean, they pop some Zofran in there and like anti-nausea stuff.
Yeah.
And
yeah. The Zofran's awesome.
Okay. Yeah. Just want to make sure they're not like totally.
The fluids, right? Yeah. You're not, when you're sick, you're not like drinking as much as you should. Most people are not anyways.
Yeah.
Drinking.
Yeah. You did say my electrolytes were great.
Were they?
You told me that.
I'm sure that they were.
Because I'm an obsessive electrolyte drinker.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I only usually drink electrolytes.
Oh, really?
And I was like, it's the only thing. Cause I work with this Relight who's like Redmond brands. Yeah. And I love them. And I'm like, no, I seriously, like I got blood work done and she said my electrolytes were great. I'm not making it up.
No, I love Relight.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is an interesting one. I'm curious your opinion. Do you have an opinion on non-clean products in the home? Like, oh, you do?
I do, but
tell me more.
I feel like it's like an obsessive thing.
What do you mean?
Well, I feel like it's something that could give someone anxiety.
Okay, yeah.
Does that make
sense?
Like
we don't need to be thinking about it as much as we are, or what do you think?
I wish that we thought about it more, and I wish it was something we didn't have to think about.
Yeah,
right? Yeah. More just because I feel like, I mean, we're all just like, we're trying to feed our kids and survive and like not eat them, like don't eat all the shit all day long. Yeah. But then I don't want to worry on top of it, like what my laundry detergent is and what my body wash
is.
And
the point of like accessibility. Not everybody can afford like designer, high-end, excuse me, non-toxic, not like some people are just
Right.
like, we got to buy powdered Tide. Like that's our option
That's
at
what we've
the
got.
store.
I
So,
know.
but you do feel like it has quite an impact or
I don't know if it's quite an impact. I feel like if you have a good defense mechanism,
mm-hmm.
then your body has the ability and has the cells to detox it out.
And a good defense mechanism would be
Your gut.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The gut rules all.
It does.
You taught me this.
Yeah, the gut rules all. So
Yeah.
when I'm looking at like keeping somebody healthy,
Yeah.
the gut is ground zero. Thyroid is step one, and everything else kind of builds on that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but as far as like clean, products, are we talking cleaning products, makeup, all of it, just everything? And also, what makes it toxic? Formaldehyde? Like, what's in my shit? Like, I'll buy it. Just tell me what it is.
Right. That's kind of the hard thing too.
Somebody told me that like Bath and Body Works, they're endocrine disruptors. Everything there.
Yeah, actually.
So I'm like, okay.
There's one of the I guess people that I stalk. I don't know if that's the right way to say it.
No, it's
but
perfect.
It sounds that way.
Yeah.
There's I think she calls herself like an integrative oncologist.
Okay.
Out of California. Her name is Lee Connealy.
Okay.
And she's kind of crazy. On Instagram, she'll give like phenomenal tips, but it gets a little bit overwhelming. And Bath and Body Works lotion and their candles and pretty much everything out of the store, she says, I avoid.
Really?
That and like specifically Tide laundry detergent.
Great.
Ask me what's on my legs and what I wash my clothes with.
Tide?
Yeah.
Do you? I do. I buy the clean and the clear ones. They're clean and simple.
I do like at least 15 loads of laundry a week. Like we go
and all
through.
Tide.
Well, it just rotates. It's like whatever's on clearance
Whatever.
or on sale
I
at
know.
Costco.
Yeah.
Right?
I did try. I got like a big order from that Grove Collective, like all clean.
Oh,
like,
yeah?
But then I'm like, I can't use these because it's $1,000. And I'm doing a teaspoon of the freaking like powdered laundry detergent, Molly's Suds. And I'm like, I don't want to use this. It's expensive.
No.
Tide, I'll pour it all in there and get clean.
I know.
So it's something to be mindful of, but like it's not you can still be healthy, happy, raise healthy kids.
Yes.
It's not something you need to like really, it's not the top priority.
No.
Okay. Okay.
No.
You're not like doing blood work and you're like, hey, you need to change your laundry
You've got to
detergent.
swap laundry detergent.
I got a test. I don't even remember what this was, but somebody was like, I got some test. I was probably like 26 at the time. And they were like, oh, you have mold.
Oh.
I was like, okay. They were like, they tested my hair.
Through your hair.
And they were like, you have mold. And I was like, okay. And they were like, so you need to, no, listen to the treatment. They said you need to get rid of your water bottles. You're like your reusable water bottles,
okay.
your shower and your washing machine. I was like, how would I get rid of those things? Water bottles, fine. But like, how would you like me to get rid of my shower and my washing machine?
Right.
And also, what do you mean I have mold?
Most people get exposed to mold like it like builds up behind a wall.
Yeah.
Right. Like, and then it grows.
But but like I had friends who had done the same thing and like, she's like, oh, everybody has mold.
Not everybody. No.
Why am I moldy? I was like, I can't get rid of these things. It felt so unhelpful. And now I'm just scared I'm moldy.
No, most people who have mold,
Yeah.
like nothing works well and they have like really bad headaches.
Yeah.
There's actually a vision test. Like you can Google like a mold vision test online.
Oh,
and
interesting.
You can do
Okay.
it for free.
Well, and I've heard, sorry, this is so off topic, but I've heard of people going into like psychosis from being exposed to like black mold.
Yeah, black mold specifically.
It can make you go crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's what's wrong with me. Okay.
No, I don't think that's
You're like, there's more going on.
it's a little bit deeper.
Okay, wait. I've seen these too because you do testosterone pellets.
Yeah.
Tell me about those.
Oh.
Do they go in your butt?
Oh, they go either in your butt cheek or my guys, it'll go in their love handle. Anywhere there's fatty tissue.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So your hormones are absorbed your hormones are metabolized, in your like fat tissue.
Okay.
Right. So if you feed the source, then in theory, it should work better. Now, it's not a hard and fast for every person.
Yeah.
Like from hormonal standpoint, right? Like you got a whole bunch of options. You've got creams, you've got troches, which are like pills you pop under your tongue and they melt.
Okay.
Right. pellets. People do injections. Bioidentical. You've got synthetic. So there's a whole bunch of different options.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's combo is totally different.
Gotcha.
Right. For some people, we put a pellet in them and they take it like they go crazy with it. Like it just goes too high. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And some people feel amazing.
Because it is the pellet. Is it only testosterone that you do the pellet?
No, you can do testosterone or estrogen.
Oh, okay. And that's like, it would be a higher dose. Like that's like when people are really low, you would do the pellet, or just when it's their preference?
When it's their preference, or if their body doesn't absorb a cream, or if they're bad at remembering to use a cream.
Yeah.
For me, I use a pellet. I'll tell you that. I mean, you can ask me whatever you want, but I use a pellet. My pellet lasts me 3.5 months.
How do you get it out?
It doesn't. It dissolves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So you just like a needle, or how do you get it in?
Yeah, kind of like a needle.
Is it like
almost like an IV?
Is it like the arm birth control implant type thing?
Sort of. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Similar
that
vibe.
way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And it just dissolves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I mean, we talked a lot about testosterone, I feel like, on our previous episode, but I do feel like that's a big one where women don't realize how badly they need testosterone.
Right.
And especially, well, it's not especially, but I feel like sex drive is a big one.
Yeah.
Like where people are like, cause those questions came in like crazy. Like I'm a year postpartum. I can't even look at my husband. I don't want him to touch me. All of these things where they're like, we have a great marriage. Nothing's going wrong. I'm not mad at him, but just like the thought of being intimate or like is just gone.
Yeah.
And would you say if somebody came and told you that, you would be like, that's testosterone?
Probably.
Yeah. Like if you didn't know,
if everything else is good for women, libido is multifactorial.
Yeah.
Right. So, but if relationship is good and like stress is not crazy high, then hormones play a huge role in it for us.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, because that's the other thing is that it's like, well, am I just like touched out by my kid at night? And so I don't want to be touched by my husband and my testosterone's fine. Like there's so many different things that it could be.
Yeah.
But I feel like there are options. I do feel that's another thing that is so discouraging is that sometimes it's like, well, I'm just a mom and, I don't feel the same about my body. And so my sex life is out the window and I'm never going to feel better. And just like accepting defeat that like there's not an answer out there is a hard part of it.
There's always an answer.
Yeah.
Right. You just have to go to the right person.
Yeah.
Right. So sometimes there's an underlying cause. Right. But from a hormonal perspective, it's kind of hard because as women, we drop our hormones starting at like 35.
Yeah.
Sometimes that is accelerated earlier from having babies.
When's menopause?
Typical age is about 52.
Oh, okay.
Perimenopause is like anything goes.
Now. It's happening now, bitch.
It could be. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And for some people, it lasts 3 months. For some people, it's 15 years.
That's, Brooke, don't.
I know.
Why is this happening?
For men, everything is just like
don't tell me.
Nice and static. Well,
of course.
It used to be. Not so much anymore.
Yeah, give them some problems.
They're having problems now.
They're having
problems
issues.
now. I know.
Okay. I've been wondering a lot about this actually. NAD.
Yeah.
What do you do that?
Uh-huh.
You do?
Yeah, I like NAD.
What is it?
NAD is okay. So flashback to 8th grade science.
Yes.
Right. And the mitochondria
is the powerhouse of the cell.
You got it, girl.
Duh.
See, you're like there are like 7 things that were like nailed into
100%, and that's one of them. Yes.
NAD is the power source for your mitochondria, right?
Yes.
NAD is kind of interesting. I did a training with like this cute little expert on a different. Oh gosh,
that's what I call you.
I can't remember.
My cute little expert.
She was this Christy Burrows, I think was her name. But anyways, she's like internationally known kind of like scientist gal, right?
Cool.
NAD, everybody's got essentially like the best explanation is you have like a bucket for NAD.
Okay.
Right. So you can take in too much NAD, right?
Mm-hmm.
The trick is testing for NAD is a tissue sample. It's not like you can check for that. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, how do you give tissue?
Well, you don't.
You don't. Okay.
No.
Isn't that what they're doing in a pap smear?
Yeah, they're scraping off like cells, right?
Oh, don't say scrape about my
know.
vagina.
Well, it's not your vagina.
What is
It's
it? My
your
cervix? That's
Yeah,
even worse.
it is kind of worse. I
Okay,
know,
anyway, so they
sorry.
need a tissue sample, so they're not typically doing that.
So nobody's checking that, right? If they
Interesting.
just say,
Okay.
okay, well, you're low in energy, so just take NAD, right? We
Mhm.
decline it when you hit into your 40s.
What does NAD stand for? Is it
Oh gosh,
some big long?
nicotinamide something diriboside.
Oh, like something
I always
crazy.
pronounce it wrong. Yeah, but NAD is your cellular energy.
And
for
you
lack of
make
better
and so you
description.
make it on your own, but you can supplement it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's your. If you think about it, every cell's got energy, right? If you're like in this high cortisol state, fight or flight, you're going to burn through it faster.
Oh.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If you're sick, if you're pregnant, you're going to burn through it faster. And if you're burning through it faster than what your body can fill back up, then it's very helpful to take it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is when your bucket's full of NAD and it overflows, bad cells can basically steal the leftover NAD, and then it
And
feeds a
multiply.
bad cell a lot stronger than it feeds a healthy cell.
Uh-oh. That's not great.
No, it's not awesome.
But you can't really test your NAD levels.
Correct.
So so do you prescribe it in low doses or just when the signs all point to low NAD?
Well, you take a balancer,
Okay.
right? So if someone is doing NAD right, they will give you NR with it. NR is nicotinamide riboside. It is the thing that essentially excretes all the extra waste, all the extra
Okay.
NAD.
So it's going to scoop it up, and so bad cells can't get it.
Correct.
What demographic are you typically giving NAD to?
Probably my over 35
Women?
right? Mm-hmm.
Or
Or somebody
men?
who's like has autoimmune conditions.
Okay.
My really high stress work, right?
Yeah, they're going to be.
Yeah.
And it's an injection.
You can do an injection or a pill.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You can do an IV,
Oh.
and that'll boost it. And it'll boost it for a couple of days, but you burn through it really fast. So
Yeah.
in
So
my
you got to get
opinion,
like.
the IV is not worth it because they're damn expensive.
Yeah. No, when I went and got that one, I was like, yeah, it'll be like $50, $75. It was like $500.
Yeah. It's
And like
really
everything, like I added like magnesium onto there was $75. Like it's expensive. I'm like, geez,
Yeah.
this is what I need to be doing. Okay. The sharp
I
left
need to be
turn
doing.
back to back to vaginas.
Yeah.
She says, why do I get yeast infections after my period every time?
Every time?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Terrible.
It's a shift in environment.
pH.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
what are you just telling people monostat or what?
No, you'd want to make sure you don't have like a vaginal bacterial infection.
Mm.
Bacterial infection can hang out, and then they'll both basically kind of feed each other.
Oh,
right?
great.
Like yeast can then go away, and bacteria's there, and then yeast is essentially
After your
feeding.
period.
Right?
Gotcha.
Yeah, on bacteria. So then it comes right back.
I've never had a yeast infection, but the first time I had a UTI, I was about to throw myself into traffic.
I know.
They're so bad.
They're terrible.
No one told me how bad they were.
I know.
I was like, the way I wanted to peel my skin off
Yeah.
when they clear up quick. Like it was fine, whatever, the azo pills or whatever.
Yeah.
But I was like, this is the worst thing ever.
Okay, I will say though,
Yeah.
like on a plug to that, my ones who get recurrent yeast infections or recurrent urinary tract infections, you have to think yeast and bacteria essentially grow in warm, moist places, right? They feed
I've got
on-
one for you.
We mostly all do,
Yeah.
but they feed on sugar.
Oh, so is a lot of it diet?
Some of it's diet, some of it is just like, when you think about sugars, sometimes that's high cortisol, sometimes it's poor gut health, sometimes it's genetics.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Interesting. So
Yeah.
can diet help?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Like just low sugar.
Yeah.
Like
low carb.
I've heard of it like the Candida diet.
Yeah.
Like, is that the same thing?
Yeah, I think that's probably the same concept.
Like lowering your, I don't know what Candida is.
there are like
Is that your yeast?
100 million diets out there. I'm like, I don't even have time. When I tell people like diet, go low carb, low sugar, high protein.
Yeah.
Like it's not rocket science.
I have an uncle who's a cardiologist at the Mayo Clinic, and he was like, eat less, move more. That was his thing. He was like, that's as
Eat
simple
less
as
shit.
Yes.
That's his plug right
yes.
there.
Well, and
Yeah.
he does the Mediterranean diet. Like like
Yes.
lots of fish, lots of like whole grains, veggies, like, but he,
Yeah.
he will tell my mom, like, we've really overcomplicated. Like
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't know. I did the keto diet for like a week and I didn't go to the bathroom one time.
Yeah.
And I was like, so this block of cream cheese is better for me than an apple?
No, the keto diet. Well, you have to. The trick on keto diet is you have to stay on it.
Yeah. And you
Like-
have to be eating veggies. Like, you have to be getting fiber.
You've got to.
Like,
Yeah.
it was, I had to go to the ER. Brooke,
Oh.
I did not shit. Sorry, this is really crass. And I'm sorry to talk about poop, but
Don't
my
talk about
listeners
all
have
of
heard it. But I did not use the restroom for 11 days.
Oh.
I had to go to, I thought I was having appendicitis because I was in so much pain. And I was like, maybe keto's not for me. Or maybe I just should eat like one veggie. I was like, perfect, bacon and eggs and butter. I can do this. And then I was like, oh, you gotta be eating fiber.
Yeah. So you have to support your gut. I mean,
Yeah.
like that's keto. That's one of the things that a lot of experts will say is keto will wreck a gut wall.
Yeah, it's got to. I mean,
Mhm.
it's just,
Yeah.
it's so heavy. It's so
Oh, yeah.
greasy. The amount of dairy, the amount, like, not saying dairy's bad, but in excess,
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy.
Well, you need plants. You need greens.
You
You need
need, you
fruits.
need plants.
You do need. You need. Sugars too, but
Yeah.
you need good sugars.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I remember one time I was at work. This is such a random story, but I brought like an apple and a banana or something. And my like health freak coworker was like, that's way too much sugar for you. I was like, this has got to be better for me than what I was going to eat, which is a Snickers. Like, this sugar has got to be better for my body. Like, come on.
This is valid.
And she was like, it's the same. Your body doesn't know the difference.
No.
I'm like, I
They're
feel
different
like it
types
might.
of carbs.
Yeah,
Yeah, your
okay.
body knows the difference.
Okay, good. Thank you for letting me win that argument like 15 years later.
Yes.
Okay. What about intermittent fasting?
We kind of do that naturally.
Just
I
with
mean,
sleep?
like you think about, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we do like a 12-12 naturally.
Yeah.
Like you grew up, and at least when I grew up, I'm older than you, but
Barely.
by a lot. I'm older than you by a lot. But I mean, you grew up like doing a 12-12.
Yeah.
Right? So I don't like going extreme. Like your body needs calories, especially if you're exercising, right?
Mhm.
So I don't want somebody to come in and say, in 4 hours, I consume 1,200 calories. I'm like, that's
That can't be right.
not normal.
But you maybe would say like maybe don't eat after like 8 p.m. or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, after
Okay.
8 p.m.
Yeah. Just because
Mhm.
your body slows down
Yeah,
digestion
you want to
or.
space it out through the day too. right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I did see. Do you follow Glucose Goddess? Does that sound familiar?
I've heard quite a bit about that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I got into her for a few weeks and then I got lost. I was like, I can't follow this. But she did talk about how your body's digestion slows down at night.
Yes.
Is that true?
Everything's supposed to slow down. It's your reset.
Right. Okay.
Right.
You rest and digest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but if you think about it, like from essentially a diet standpoint,
Mm-hmm.
if you can, and I kind of feel like she's got some good tips, right?
Yeah.
Like going on a nice long walk after eating.
Yeah.
That's
Or
great
like
idea.
not eating something sugary first thing in the morning.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I go, so this is what I'll tell people for
Yeah.
diet: high protein in the morning, no carbs. Like oatmeal, that kind of stuff is like, these are staples.
Yeah.
Right? These are our breakfast foods. They're terrible.
Really? So
Right.
you go, what do you have for breakfast in the morning?
I have a protein shake with almond milk, and then I'll just add fruit to it.
Okay.
And I'll have a couple of eggs.
Okay.
That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am a big egg person. I feel like I try it,
Yeah.
but then every now and then I'm like a big sourdough toast with eggs. It's so
Yeah.
good. Like
Sourdough's not bad though.
yeah, it is better for your gut.
Yeah.
Okay, our last one, and we'll wrap it up after. Oh, perfect. Perfect time. We'll wrap it up.
Oh.
Where are you at on placenta encapsulation? Here's what I heard is that there's no nutrients after it's been dried.
Well,
Nothing
mean,
good.
all the nutrients are getting into the fetus. So I don't know how I feel about placental encapsulation. It's a after the baby comes out, it's a waste product,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, and I can't even remember who told me that like after it's dried, there's nothing in there that can help you.
No. There's no, like, once it comes out of the uterus, there's no blood flow to it.
Right.
And then it essentially drains out within.
What about what Tom Cruise
minutes.
did? He ate Katie Holmes' placenta. How about that?
Are you kidding? He ate her placenta?
Yeah. Well, he's a Scientologist. She wasn't even. Did you know she was not allowed to make noise during
Maybe
childbirth?
that's why he's so short.
Maybe it's why his brain is broken. He's
That's-
cuckoo, kachoo.
I'm kind of like to each his own.
Yeah, like if
right?
it's,
But
I do feel like for some women it's kind of like a spiritual thing. Like it feels
Yes,
like they're
yeah.
connecting to their body, whatever. But
right.
you're not seeing a huge, health benefit from it.
No.
I will say that freaked me out when I
mean,
gave birth. I was like, I got to give birth again to this thing?
What you're taking in is feeding into the placenta. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so it's kind of redundant, you would say?
It's pulling nutrients out of your body, right?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So you pull the Velcro off. There's nothing feeding into it.
Uh-huh.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
I like cord banking. Like
What's that?
umbilical cord banking, where you're banking like your stem cells from the umbilical cord, the baby's stem cells from the umbilical cord.
How do you do that? You just request it?
You can buy like a kit online.
So once it falls out?
No, they do it like at delivery.
No way. Wait,
so
I've never even heard of this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They've done it for a while, but it's to get stem cells.
For yourself or for your baby or, oh, my camera died.
Both.
That always happens. Okay. And you just have them on ice for you?
Yeah. I mean, they basically like cryopreserve them.
Wow.
At like a bank. Mm-hmm.
So
kind of like you'd save your eggs, right? Same thing.
And they're just good to have it, like if somebody got a disease or something and you have it.
Mm-hmm. There's researching it now actually for quite a few, but diabetes is one of them.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good to know.
I like that one.
Yeah.
That's been around for a long time.
And wait, there's like people you can call to have kits sent to you or something, and you just have them put it in it and mail it?
Buy like a kit online, and then they send you a kit, you hand it to your physician when he delivers the baby, and then you can ship it back to the bank.
Incredible.
Yeah.
It's
kind of genius. Yeah. And it's like, I mean, the kit is like, it's all foam padded.
And it's like dry ice or what? Because how do they keep it? How do they keep?
Yeah.
Oh, how do they keep it? How do they preserve it?
I don't know. I don't know what they add to it, but you could probably look it up online.
Maybe you put it in a jar of something?
Yeah. Well, basically like they'll cut off like a chunk of the baby's cord, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And then the nurse, like in the hospital, will just use a few tubes, basically look like tubes of blood, and pull out like certain parts of the umbilical cord.
My mind is blown.
Put it into this, and I don't think it's crazy expensive, but
okay, that's really good to know.
Significantly cheaper than so that's where all these stem cell research. You go and you do like stem cell injections for my joints or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? Or like in my hair, right?
Yeah.
Like that's where that's coming from.
Wow.
Like, I had a company that came to me, and I might get in trouble for this one, but they're out of Lehigh. And that's what they do. And they pull it out of, what's the hospital right there? Holy Cross. Basically they have the mom sign a waiver, and they donate their umbilical cord. And then they turn around, and you want to know how much that costs?
How much?
It's like $5,000 a shot. So I'm like, that's worth banking your own cord. I like that. I won't eat my placenta, but I'll bank a cord.
No, I'm all for that. There's a skincare product from Skin Medica, TNS Recovery, I think is what it's called. And it's made from foreskin.
Oh.
I don't know why I shared that or what that has to do with anything, but it's just so expensive, and it's just got regenerative cells in it. I don't know.
That's weird.
But from foreskin. So anyway, on that note.
Foreskin would have regenerative cells in it.
I'm trying to have less foreskin in my life.
Legit.
Okay, we'll wrap it up there. Tell everybody where they can find you on Instagram. Where is your practice? Can they do virtual?
Yeah.
Tell them the info.
Okay, so the practice is Avail Wellness.
So AVAIL Wellness, all one word on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, on Instagram it's Avail Well.
Yes.
AVAILWELL.
Okay, perfect.
And we're located at American Fork. I do a ton on virtual. I see patients from everywhere.
Yeah. Because I think people don't know you can, because this is what I do. I'm like an hour away from you, but I go get my blood drawn not with you. I do it somewhere else and they send it to you. So you can do it virtual, go to a lab near you and they'll send you the results.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And we're trying to bring on another provider to help me out. so bear with me.
So
for a
be
minute.
patient.
Yeah, just
be patient. I'm sending y'all over there, but you got to be patient. Be nice.
It's a different approach, right?
Yeah.
I'm just looking at everything that I can head to toe and trying to tie it all together.
Yeah.
So from a business standpoint, I'm not looking to be a millionaire. I just am genuinely, I think most people get into medicine. The hope is that you're doing it to help people out and make people not feel like shit all the time, right? And
do no harm.
Because
did you take the Hippocratic Oath?
No.
Oh, because I guess you're not. Is that only doctors?
I don't know that they even do that anymore.
They're like, we don't care if you do harm.
I feel like they don't.
They're like, with the way things are going, that's how it is.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So we try to go more of a supplemental approach.
Yeah.
I'm integrative, so I'll use, prescriptions when we need to.
Yeah. I know. And that's how I always like describe you, and why I was drawn to you in the first place, is that I'm like, I like a balance, and I don't want to go to somebody who's like, prescriptions are the worst thing ever, or the other side of things, which is like, let's only go prescriptions. Let's not do anything natural. Just you want to find somebody who can do both. I think most people are looking for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you just want to find something that works for your system.
Yeah.
Right. So my husband gets pissed. He does a ton of my business stuff, but I can't protocolize any of this stuff. And he's just like, just write it down. I'm like, I can't write it down. It's just different on every person.
It's not the way it works,
right?
but that's the beauty of it. So, so people can see you, and you answer a ton of questions on your Instagram as well. And hopefully this is a little insight into what you do, but thanks for getting me on track.
Yeah.
If nothing else, I'm doing great. So
that's good. I like it.
No, everyone I've sent to you. I mean, I like bully people into going to you. Like when people haven't seen you yet, I'm like, are you stupid or are you dumb that you haven't seen Brooke? I tell my mom that all the time. I'm like, are you dumb? Like, go see her. Like, go. But anyway, also be patient, because we're sending people to you, but
that's hilarious.
We're gonna find somebody else to hop on.
Yeah.
I'll go get if I could do it again, I would go back and get my NP. If I was 20. Yeah.
Yeah. If I was 20. Yeah.
I would do
I
that.
don't know, man. I think I'd go and like work in the Caribbean and teach like water aerobics or.
You know what? That sounds great too. Honestly, I might be headed there now. I was at an event last night, and there was a professional calligrapher, and I was like, that's my next job.
Wow.
That's what I need to do.
That's crazy.
I know. Isn't that wild? Okay. Anyway, thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
See you soon.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.